Young and the Restless, Y&R, Vandals on Thursday, June 18, teasing that viewers will be able to watch an encore episode of Y&R aired on October 24, 2006. This episode is part of Yard and W's wedding week and focuses on the wedding curbside of Phyllis Summers and Nick Newman. The bartender will get a wedding license for Nick and Phyllis, and the wedding ceremony will begin. Nick and Phyllis will speak their personal vows, and eventually Justice will pronounce them husband and wife. Phyllis and Nick will kiss happily, and Phyllis will throw her bouquet. Nick will ask him and Phyllis to point out the honeymoon early in the next honeymoon, but Rocky will notify them that the honeymoon is flooded. Nick and Phyllis will discuss how badly they met, but they will think that someone's bad luck on your wedding day is said to bring you happiness. Phyllis and Nick will joke on the plane about getting married, and when they arrive at Pepe's Roadhouse, it will be abandoned. The bartender would go out and tell Phyllis and Nick that there was a fire in the barn, and everyone was trying to put out the fire. Nick will decide to get the bartender's truck and help put out the fire. Meanwhile, Phyllis will talk to the bartender about Nick and why he is the one for her. Nick will eventually return with the rest to help put out the fire, including a man named Rocky, who will tell Phyllis that she has a janitor. Phyllis would tell Nick that if he wanted to postpone the wedding, she would be fine with that, but Nick would say no. Phyllis and Nick will return to the jet, where the pilot has decorated the cabin for them. Phyllis will have some missed calls from Michael Baldwin, so she will call him back. Michael will point out that everything is fine at home, and he will not tell Phyllis about what is happening to Sheila Cart. Phyllis will suspect that something is going on, and she will say that they will talk when she comes back. Phyllis will then change into some sleek underwear, and Nick will tell her that she is very pretty, call her Mrs. Newman. After that, Daniel and Lily will go to Newman Enterprises, where Lily will want to confront Carmen Miesta. Daniel will tell Lily about that. But when Daniel returns to Crimson Light and Devon doesn't know where Lily is, Daniel will realize that she has returned to Newman to confront Carmen. Daniel will manage to get Lily out of Carmen, and he will tell Lily that she only heard her mother's case. Next on Y&R, Daniel Romalotti will see Lily Winters in Crimson Lights, and he won't be able to attract her attention. Lily will then reveal that she wears an earpiece during the day to see if it resembles Hamilton. Devon will come and tell Lily not to do that. Devon will also mention that he quit his job to focus on school. Next, Michael and William Hawaii Bardwell will talk about the Drusilla Winter bargains. The men will go back and forth when they try to negotiate a deal, and Michael will want a year of probation and management classes, angry with the community service. However, Will want to be in prison no matter what, and he will go to Carmen, telling her that they will go to court and their chances are good. Carmen will say that Neil Winters should be a star witness because he has witnessed most of the attacks. Soap fans know the love triangle is a key element of the plot across all daytime dramas. So just for that reason, it seems that Kyle Abbott did not surpass Lola Rosales. Currently, they are not together, but all may change when they start recording new Y&R episodes. When B&B Soap Sister works again soon, it's possible that Young and the Restless will start filming soon. We heard from our source behind the scenes at CBS Soap. They say some actors have been notified of their comeback dates, but we are still waiting for news of Kyle or Lola's return. So far, we've heard Nick Newman, Sharon Newman and Adam Newman come back soon. But, we hope other young actors like Portraits of Kyle Abbott and Lola Rosales will return to the studio. So what happens to Snacking People? We see Kyle bouncing back and forth between Summer Newman and Lola. Do you remember the word Young and the Restless recaps when Kyle Abbott married Summer so he could make her cough a kidney for Lola Rosales? Then he cheated on Lola. So Kyle can still make waffles. In addition, there is the complex element of Theo Vanderway, about Young and the Restless. In some final CBS episodes, Kyle deceived Theo and caused him to be fired. He doesn't want Theo to have anything and hopes to get him out of town. Theo is warming up with Lola Rosales. That alone could motivate Kyle back to her own Young and the Restless, just to make Theo dirty. The problem is that Kyle Abbott has a deep history with Summer. But, he pursued Lola Rosales when she was playing hard. Y&R viewers split them up. Some say that SK Skyleo is the last game and they just want to see Kyle Abbott with Summer. Others want him with Lola Rosales. There were also sketchy rumors that CBS scammers fired Sasha and Tyler, Lola and Theo. The actor insisted it was a big lie. Therefore, we hope Young and the Restless will bring Lola Rosales after returning to the CBS daytime studio. Lola was angry with Theo, but he kept it because he wanted more than a recovery. Meanwhile, Kyle is still married and Summer is also worried about recovery. Will Lola Rosales reappear with Kyle Abbott? Or will this Young and the Restless duo divorce and continue with other partners forever? Perhaps Kyle just wanted the thrill of the chase, and once he won her, he began to squirm to see if it was Cola, Skyle or the love triangle Lola Kyle Summer. Not. Young and the Restless's vandals leaked from behind the scenes brought great news to Emily fans who wanted Billy Abbott with Amanda Sinclair. We had an active source at CBS for the day and they came out with some breaking news. Check it out. Our favorite Y&R leaker says that when they return to film, one of the most prominent couples will be Billy Abbott and Amanda Sinclair. They were in chemistry for months before the soap was interrupted. But, Amanda is dating Dr. Nate Hastings. And it seemed that Young and the Restless pushed Billy towards Lily Winters. However, it seems that Lily and Nate may be the wrong guide because we have heard Billy come to Amanda in new episodes. However, there are some obstacles in their way. We also hope that Young and the Restless writers have taken a break to clean up their capricious plot. Remember, Billy Abbott is a chewing gum, then suddenly escapes his alter ego without serious medication or therapy. Amanda Sinclair's path is also strange. It almost felt with Young and the Restless that the program participants restored Michelle Morgan without a good plan for her character. Apparently, she's somehow related to Hillary Curtis, or the Secret Twins. But, they have conflicts with Devin Hamilton. That bothered many Young and Restless fans, who seemed divided over whether they wanted a Good Heaven 2.0 deal to see Amanda Sinclair with Billy Abbott. They had her in the Kane Ashby story, messy, unfocused, then deflated. Now, she's everywhere with Billy. We heard Young and the Restless from our CBS source that they are informing the actors to perform their COVID tests. They will then bring them back to work. We also heard the first comeback were Adam, Nick, and Phyllis. But what about Billy Abbott's interest in Amanda Sinclair? Y&R will back to work soon. However, we are still waiting for information from our leaker when Billy Abbott will have new scenes with Amanda Sinclair. But, one thing the source said was that during the day CBS had moved forward and ended the romantic couple of Billy and Amanda. You can see the sparks of that on Young and the Restless before the final episode airs. Amanda was out with Nate and you could see that it was bothering Billy. In addition, they had a night where she slept in his arms and was comforted and relieved. Expect more than that. Documentation of Young and the Relentless vandals that Michael Damian and Lauralee Bell reunited digitally. They teamed up to chat face-to-face in one of Y&R's wedding-themed episodes. Former colleagues talked about their current lives while also answering questions and answering comments from fans during the broadcast. They provided a lot of interesting information about that special program and made positive comments about the different former actors, all of which increased the appreciation of fans for Damian, Bell and the show. Damian joined Y&R's film crew in 1983. Bell, the daughter of the show's late creator, Bill Bell and Lee Phillip Bell, was cast in 1985. Danny and Christine have established one of the most electric couples by day. To a certain extent, they are one of Y&R's answers to the powerful couple of Luke Spencer and Laura Spencer General Hospital. Damian, who was last seen on Y&R in 2013, currently hosts a Stone radio show in Las Vegas, Nevada. He has also earned a lot of production, directing, soundtracks and writing credits in recent years. Belle is a recurring player on Y&R these days. She also earned production, directing and writing credits over the years. Belle also won an Emmy 2014 award as one of the producers of the short film Me Promise. Despite the disillusionment of their marriage, the Young and the Restless Lola Rosales really have a lot to celebrate. She had a budding love affair with Theo, she was opening her restaurant in Miami and she had a long job ready for her at Abby's Hotel. And fortunately, the news is also good for performer Sasha Calle. That's because she was born on June 17, 1998, in Boston, Massachusetts, which means this favorite fan has turned 22 today. After graduating from the American Academy of Music and Drama, Kaye began to pursue his acting dreams seriously. Her first credits included 18-minute short films, White Shoes, The Last Stop of the Deep Cut and Young Blood, as well as the clumsy social web series. In September 2018, Kaye joined the cast of The Young and the Restless. Her arrival helped strengthen the Rosales family, which at that time included the elderly, albeit more precisely, the hot, young Reyes and Arturos. Kaye's performance was very welcome, especially when she was paired up with Michael Miller's Kyle Abbott and watched the intriguing episodes on our channel.